Hey, Disarmed here, with Joe Denver's The Lone Wolf Remastered. This game's mostly story-based, as you'll see as we're going through. Pretty much it's actually, it's got right your story here, so. Pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to be going through, it's a kind of choose-your-own story game, where you go through and do your own things. So my goal, I don't actually know how long the game is, but hopefully I can get a chapter done in each episode. Maybe I'll get 2, maybe I'll get 1. We'll see. But yeah, it's a game that I've been wanting to record and play for a little while. I just haven't been quite confident enough with my ability to read off things. But as Thief of Trust, one of my commenters said, they asked me to do a audiobook. So I figured a game like this would be a good test of whether or not I'm actually good at that kind of thing. So let's get started. Let's go with normal. You are the lone wolf. Your life is not an ordinary one. You assess and counter all challenges with. What do I assess? And multiple choice. Multiple choice menu lets you choose your path and write your own story. Paying attention on what you decide, your actions shape the world around you. Click on each icon? Yeah, okay. You always prefer a straightforward and decisive approach, although it's often reckless. You carefully assess details of any situation before attempting to overcome an obstacle. You rely on your dexterity and intuition to overcome any obstacle. Let's go with this one. With skillfulness. Many are the battles you have fought in defense of Sommerland, wielding your... let's see. Let's go with sword. Wielding your sword. You're more than a gifted warrior. You possess special Kai disciplines that give you mastery of healing. And yeah, let's do this one, mind over matter. And extraordinary martial feats or animal kinship. Let's go with martial feats. And Sixth Sense. And if I encounter, let's go with Sixth Sense. I give you mastery healing, mind over matter, weapon skills, Sixth Sense for Summerland and the Kai. And there's my guy. Is this your story? Is this your past? Well, let's see.
For many centuries, the Kai Lords defended their kingdom of Sommerland from the Dark Lords of Helgedad. Many battles were fought and won by the Kai, but finally came their demise. 3 years ago, the monastery of your warrior order was attacked by the armies of the Dark Lords. The Kai were destroyed. You were the only one who survived the final battle. All seemed lost, but you retrieved the Sommersword, the one weapon that can slay a Dark Lord of Helgedad. You slew Zagana, the Dark Lord leader, and saved your kingdom from destruction. Now, the lesser Dark Lords hunger to take their revenge. It falls to you, the last Kai Lord of Sommerland, to crush their evil schemes once more.
And this is where our story begins. Loading. Blood on the Snow, Chapter 1. Turn the pages. Yeah, I know I turned the pages of the book. You are the Lone Wolf, the last of the Kai Lords and sole desire of a massacre that destroyed an elite warrior order. I don't even know what achievement I just got. You'd prefer not to be where you find yourself now, in a narrow mountain pass blanketed with crisp snow, flanked by shadowy timberlands, where icy winds whistle through the branches and chill you to the bone. You'd prefer not to be here, but duty has called you to this remote part of your domain. You are the Fey Earl of this territory, or Friar? Yeah, I think that's Friar. And you're responsible for the safety and security of the harder Summonlanding. No idea how to pronounce that. Summonlanding folk who live and prosper in this harsh mountainous borderland. You have received a disturbing report of enemy activity around the mining village of Rockstarn, and all communication with the village has ceased. Fearful that the settlement may have been attacked by Giax and other Darkland raiders, you have come here to assess for yourself the true situation. After a seamlessly endless trek through the snow and ice, you have almost reached your destination. Your horse becomes increasingly nervous as you approach the outskirts of the mining settlement. The smell of wood smoke is being carried along on the chill air, and its acrid aroma unsettles you both. This is not the reassuring smell of smoke that arises from the hearth on furnace in the depths of winter. This is a smell of wanton destruction. Your heart sinks. You have journeyed here as quickly as the harsh weather would permit, but despite your valiant effort, you may have arrived too late. I'll proceed on foot. The forest clings to the steep mountainside on both sides of the trail. The ground here is very difficult to traverse on foot, and impossible on horseback. It compromises jagged rocks and loose shale, interspersed with treacherously deep and narrow fissures, and they are all covered by a blanket of ice and snow. It will be a very difficult route to take, but if you were to always keep the trail in sight, it'd be a sure way to reach Rockstarn. You dismount and pat your horse's head reassuringly. Then you retrieve your equipment and personal items from the saddlebag. The horse senses that you must leave him now and go ahead alone. He neighs softly yet sadly. Fear not, dear friend. You have fulfilled your duty with courage. Now you must return alone to the monastery. Where you will be safe. Go as fast as you are able. We shall be reunited there before too long. Your horse lowers his head, and affectionately he nuzzles your shoulder. His unquestioning love and loyalty warms your heart. With a last pat on his forehead, you send him on his way, back along the track and the mountain road that leads to the Kai Monastery. You watch him go until he is lost among the trees. Then you steel your nerves and resolve to reach Rockstarn as quickly as you can on foot. You tackle the difficult ascent with dexterity until you find that the way ahead is blocked by a vast wall of snow. This obstruction is the result of an avalanche that swept down the mountainside a few days earlier, carrying with it many trees and loose boulders. The village of Rockstarn lies beyond this great wall of snow and shattered timber. It's going to be dangerous, but you decide to climb over the avalanche. Start to climb. Click and drag, okay. Oh, whoops. Turning back now is not an option, so you really have no choice but to attempt to climb over this great mass of snow and debris. Without climbing equipment, this proves to be a difficult and exhausting task, yet your natural agility and dexterity prove more than adequate when put to the test. At length you reach the summit of the avalanche, and stop to catch your breath. From your elevated position, you catch your first glimpse of Rockstarn. The roofs of its buildings are wreathed in smoke. The village is less than a mile from the base of the avalanche, and the remainder of the mountain trail ahead is open and clear of obstructions. Encouraged by this, you make your way easily down the far side, When you reach the trail, you start to run. You have lost too much time already. You follow the road as it snakes gently through the high timberland, and it's not been long before you see the path straighten as it approaches the entrance to Rockstarn. A whirling gray spire of smoke is rising into the cloudy sky above this ravaged settlement. It is being carried along by the icy breeze that whips and howls through the main street. A rustling sound makes you freeze in mid-step. Slowly, you turn to face the sound, and you see a pair of hooded amber eyes, staring at you from the corner of the snowy foliage. They are the eyes of a wolf, an old male with a distinctive patch of white fur in the center of his forehead. You sense that the rest of his pack is close by. The wolf pack leader nuzzles his way through the foliage and approaches you. This is probably where the animal taming skill came in. I really love the artwork in this game. It's beautiful. Minus the blotches and the faces back there. His thick gray body fur is highlighted with gold-colored hairs that ripple and gleam as he draws closer. He's a powerful hunter, yet you have no need to be afraid of him. With a narrowing of his wise eyes, he warns you of that great danger lies ahead. Yes, my friend, you murmur quietly. Yet face this danger I must. Here is my people, they are my pack. I am their leader, and I must protect them. And now for the next one. World map, merchants, meditation, random encounters. Okay. Do you want to write your story from here? Yes, I do. The village of Rockstarn was once a thriving and vibrant mining community. Nestling among the slopes of the surrounding mountains, life here on the border with dark lands is harsh. Yet the villagers of Rockstarn are hardy and industrious community. They are fiercely loyal to you and their liege lord, and to the Kane Ulnar of Summerland. Now Rockstarn lies silent and smoldering. The noise of its steam engines and its armory no longer echoes among the high peaks. I guess it's steampunk. Cautiously you approach the entrance to the village. It is eerily quiet. The smell of wood smoke that you detected from a distance is now heavy with the cloying stench of death. You stare unblinkingly at the horrific scene that greets you. The blood-soaked and lifeless bodies of villagers lie strewn about in the streets. Many were cut down as they fled, while others died fighting desperately to protect their loved ones and their homes. Recent snowfall has covered the slain with a thin white shroud, sparing you the unsettling sight of their gaping frozen wounds. All around, several shops and dwellings have been badly burned or completely destroyed by fire. There are many victims hereabouts for you to gather their bodies and give them a decent burial. As it is customary practice in Summerland, the terrible price that has been paid by the villagers of Rockstarn, partly as consequence of your late arrival, weighs heavily on your heart. You close your eyes, raise your face to the cloudy sky, and make a silent plea to the goddess Ishir to gather and protect the souls of the slain. You open your eyes and advance along the main street, your nerves taut as wound steel wires. Then you hear something. It is the sound of bare feet on fresh snow. It is followed by the rattle of loose armor and a gurgling growl that sets your pulse racing. It is a Giak. Uik ugak tai jitnik, or gibberish as they like to call it. It drools through its sharp, uneven teeth. You recognize the foul Giak language and know enough about it to translate the creature's chilling utterance. I bring you a slow death. Your fears are confirmed by the presence of this hateful Giak. Rockstarn has been attacked by a Giak raiding party. The creature stalking toward you is one of many now occupying the village. The Giak closes in, and defiantly you stand your ground. You can expect to receive no mercy from this creature, and you will give none in return. Fight. This is a fun game. Although I haven't really played much combat yet. Okay, so Kai powers here, melee techniques, ranged weapon, and summer sword. It means that it's your turn to strike each one. Class abilities, attacks with time bar. Okay. So let's check our Kai powers. Let's try this. Quick strike, heavy attack. Well, since I already have the charge up, let's use a heavy. Directional, okay. Oh geez, I destroyed him. Oh no, he's still alive. Quick attack. Oh, I missed. Crap. Do I have a shield? No, I do not. Actually, I do. Oh, whoops. I'm not actually very good at this type of combat. Let's see. Ow. Hey, he's baiting me up. Oh! Nice. It's not exactly fast-paced combat, but it's actually kind of interesting. Kind of reminds me of the old RPG games. Just checking my time. Okay, let's see what loot I get. Got a bunch of throwing knives. Finest leather pouch, pine. Okay, let's take it all. You derive no pleasure from killing, but if there is only one survivor left alive in the village, you vow to do everything you can to find and keep them safe. You turn away from the Giac's corpses and scour the surrounding buildings for signs of life, but this part of Rockstar and its inhabitants were hit especially hard. It looks as if the Giacs wanted to make it doubly sure that nobody could escape and raise the alarm. The houses and stores are badly damaged. Their once fine facades have blackened and charred by fire. Guess that explains why I can't loot them. The closest building is near to collapse. Much of the roof has fallen and its walls are cracked and holed. Above the smoldering door you can still see a sign and make out the inscription, Henkar's Store. The store is in such dangerous condition that you feel it's unsafe to enter it. However, it has an attached warehouse that has survived virtually intact. You try to enter it, but the door has been barred from the inside. Let's see. Let's go with Dex again. Oh. Oh, I see, it's gotta be inside, not on. With little difficulty, you climb the damaged front of the building and peer in through a gaping hole in the wall, directly above the main door. Below you can see the storage area of this general store. Its goods and produce lie scattered everywhere. You sense the presence of Giacs, although you cannot be sure how many are lurking here. Then they scuttle into view. They are fighting over a leg of curled ham they have found. Roughly they claw and shove each other as they struggle for possession of this hunch of meat. You watch as they come closer to the barred door. When they are below your position, you decide to use the element of surprise to your advantage. You leap down and attack them, catching them unawares. Yeah, let's see, I gotta attack a couple, so let's use that kite power again. Slash. Side. And then do. It's one down. And then the other one. Oh, he knocked me down. It's kind of brutal. Summer sword. Okay, let's see what this one does. I guess I can't. How do I go back here? Oh, I am very bad at those ones. Okay, that did it. Oh, a picklock, that could be useful. This was once a thriving general store, but now it lies in ruin. Its structure badly damaged by fires that were started deliberately by the marauding Gyaks. Much of its stock has also been looted or despoiled by these unwelcome invaders. A map of Rakstarn and the surrounding mountainous area hangs on the soot-blackened walls the mining village is built on. A plateau of rock overlooking the sunken forest. The entrance to its famous Barano mines is located in the southeast part of the crater-like wall of rock that surrounds you in the mountains of the wooded depression. You suspect that Bronin may be the reason why the Gyaks have attacked Raxian in force. You search throughout the debris that covers the floor, but there is little value to be found. You are about to stop your search and leave the store when behind the store's counter you discover something that sparks your curiosity. It's a large wooden chest, and it's locked. And I will stop the episode there and resume with the next one. So, I should have the videos up around the same time, so you should be able to just click on the next one if you want to continue. If you like, leave a like, and if you like enough, well then subscribe please. See ya!